morning, all. Well, I don't know about you, but I start my day this morning reading the good book, the Book of Brown, James Brown, where it says, "Don't nobody get me nothing. Just open a door and I'll get it myself." I tell you that because when we start thinking of elevator pitch, someone has to open the door, and you must give them a compelling reason for us to go in and build that relationship and that rapport to get to round two. Elevator pitch, do you have a result? When you're speaking to someone, when you have an audience, when you have an encounter and you engage with another person, do you have a result that you're looking for? Are you looking just to make friends? Are you looking to close on a call, to exchange business cards, to set up a meeting? Or are you going to ask for information on someone who you need to speak with? Understand what your end result you're looking for from your elevator pitch. Each pitch, you should be the same, but sometimes when you understand your crowd, you may have to tweak it a little bit. That pitch can be 30 seconds, 15 seconds, or 90 seconds. So you have to understand where you are and your atmosphere. When I think of an elevator pitch, first let me ask you, does anyone know how much a commercial costs for the Super Bowl? A ton is what we heard. We get a couple $1 million for a 30-second slot. That is the corporation's time to show off their product or solution to the world. Just to get someone active to say, look at me. Are you interested in what we have for you? Your elevator pitch is time to capture your audience, just to move to that next step. Now, when I get into it, I'm not going to be just like Elizabeth Taylor promised her 7 husbands. I won't keep you long. So we're going to get in this and we're going to get out of it as quickly as possible. So just think of your elevator pitch as your opportunity to shine, just like Apple or just like Chrysler does during the Super Bowl. Because what do they do now? After the Super Bowl, they have little contests. What was the best commercial? Everyone wants to know what this pitch is. So when you sit out and you go out and meet with Mr. Big Ken Huff or Mr. Lloyd Atkins, they're going to sit there and listen to say, who had the best pitch? Who are you thinking of? Did you leave an impression? You're going to leave one impression, but is it going to be a good one or a bad one? So when I think of an elevator pitch, we're going to keep this simple. I think you need to leave 5 key points. What is your name? Believe me, if you ask Mr. Ken Huff how many times he's shaking hands at an engagement and they didn't even give him his name, but they went into talking about the towers and cell towers that they build and how much money they make, and he never got their name. So please give a name. 2, leave your company's name. That's another one. This is easy stuff, guys. Leave your name and your company's name. There are many, many times suppliers, business leaders, entrepreneurs get so excited to meet that business official and forget to leave the most important thing, your name and your company name. Just in case you say something that's compelling that they want to reach back out to you, they forgot who they spoke with because they talked to 100 other vendors and suppliers that day. Name, company name. Now the good stuff. What is it that you do? Now, we know you have a long list and all of these capabilities, but let's keep this short and sweet. When you think of elevator pitch, you think of kissing somebody. You just keep it simple. Go up, kiss them right on the cheek, and keep it simple. Name, your name, the name of your company, and what is it that you do. Keep it short and sweet, because you don't want to confuse anyone, because if you don't know exactly who you're speaking with, and you're thinking you're in the IT sector, but you're talking to someone that's out in the warehouse, they don't have a clue what you're speaking of when you're starting to lose these 18-letter words. But if you can keep it to where they can understand it and then give it to one of their partners in-house, you would move a long way, because nobody needs to be impressed on your words and how long you can keep them going. Just keep it short and sweet. Name, company name, and what is it that you do. Next is, how do you differentiate yourself from everyone else? Differentiation is huge, because if, as you know, you heard I have a packaging company. There are 1 million packaging companies, but what's going to make me different from the other 999,000? Name, company name. What do you do? How do you differentiate yourself? And 5, how are you going to impact their bottom line? How are you going to make or save this corporation some money? Because that's what it all comes down to. If you read these, it's not printed there as like it used to be when I was born, but my grandfather stamped for profit on top of my forehead. I'm in this to make a little bit of money or a lot of bit of money. So let's understand and show our future partners how we can impact their bottom line. That is very, very key. So this is an exciting time for your elevator pitch. They're not going to buy anything from you when you meet them at the trade show. Was it May 4th and May 5th at the GMSDC trade show event? They're not going to buy anything from you, but you just want to get to round 2. Is that an in-face meeting? Is it a teleconference? Is it getting an introduction via email? So let's understand what we're in this for the elevator pitch. You're not going to sell anything. You're not going to close that contract, receive that RFP, but it will lead to a further conversation. So when you start giving your elevator pitch, and it's nice in 30 seconds, you're saying, but I have so much more to say. Let the person you're speaking to ask you the questions. Now you can you're pulled off to the side and you have another conversation. Now you can really get into the details. The devil's in the details and a whole lot of other folks too. So when you get that opportunity to get pulled to the side or come back, they'll tell you, oh, you need to speak to Jim Johnson. I'll give you his information tomorrow. You need to call me back at this number at this time. I'm going to introduce you to 3 others. Or guess what? We have an RFP coming down the pipe. I need to learn more about you. So this is just that beginning. So without further ado, I'll give you one of my elevator pitches in hope that it will help you. Let me get my Mr. Vince Bailey voice on. Good afternoon. My name is Adam Walker from Atlanta, Georgia, by way of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and the company is Summit Container Corporation. At Summit, we manufacture high graphic corrugated pretty boxes. We do this with our 3-in-1 patented process that allows you to pre-print up to 8 colors on the outside of the box, 2 colors on the inside of the box, corrugate and flatbed die cut your cartons in one single step. We have saved our customers over $1 million last year by eliminating paper inserts. Summit has a national footprint with 18 production facilities, 25 other patent designs. So if you are ever in need of a pretty box, think of Summit Container Corporation, because we are exceeding greatness in and out of the box. That is my pitch.
You had me as saving $1 million.
And I give that to you, so you remember those 5 points. You make it your own. And if you can add a little bit of your personality in there or something extra, I'll put my tagline at the end. I'll let you know something else about our patents. So just make it your own. Make it memorable so they can say, is it the guy who is exceeding greatness, or is it the guy I talked to who had the burgundy tie on? Whatever it is, make them remember you. That is my elevator pitch. I'm here for you if you have any questions, concerns, or if you need any help. Best of luck to you. I'll see you at the top. Don't meet me there. Beat me there.